in.
Okay, so welcome
we're
to
recording
The
now?
Wizard.
Always.
My name is Jane. I'm your fine co-host for this evening.
Marion.
DK.
Tonelli.
Why am I don't want to host. Do it.
No, I didn't say host. Just bring us in. You did a great job. So here we are. This is our first introductory episode.
She's already defensive.
Yes.
We've been into it for 2 minutes. She's defensive.
Fuck off. Let me see the itinerary you wrote up, honey.
I didn't write an itinerary. You guys made fun of me for it.
I did no
We
such
didn't
thing. I
make
thought it was a
fun of
great
you. We
idea.
And
fun.
told me that we
Look how
didn't
defensive
need one.
you are.
For the record, we made fun of you for something else, and you know what that is.
I don't have an itinerary written.
Oh.
Because you guys were all like, we don't need that. I don't want to be a scripted show.
No,
we
no,
don't
no,
have to have segments and
I
blah,
said
blah,
that.
blah, blah.
DK said that. I
Yeah,
said I
said
thought
that. I
an
don't wanna
itinerary
make up a
would be a
script.
good idea.
You can go off that, but I'm just going to go off my head. I'm
Well,
not gonna
we
read
don't have an
script.
itinerary.
Fair enough. So
what-
who has something they want to talk about?
I don't know. How's everyone's Christmas?
Mine was stressful.
Stressful?
Hers as well. More so even.
Today?
I kept
Shit,
doing
I had
this
a good
weird
time. Fuck.
There you go.
Food and drinking and presents. Oh no, I got a pair of fucking boots. That's all I got. But still, my kid got a ton of fucking presents.
Yeah, well, she got a bunch of shit too. Me too, even. I got those 2 pop figures and that fucking tablet, which was cool.
I don't know. I think that fucking Joker mask is cooler than any goddamn
You mean
tablet.
the
you got.
4?
What?
The 4?
Oh.
Well,
Well,
that
they're-
stuff weak.
Well, that was presents or prizes, really.
More than presents.
Yeah, it's prizes.
Ow.
But, yeah, honey, what'd you get?
Cole.
You deserved it.
I got
I
Destiny
always
too
do.
for PS3.
Did you really?
Which I'm very
Have
excited
you started
about.
it yet?
No, not yet. I haven't even opened it out of the cellophane yet.
But, because that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So?
I got days off.
Do you know
coming
what
up.
I
I'm gonna keep
did
it in there.
when we came home from the chaos that was Christmas? I cleaned the bathroom because we got a bathroom set, all black.
She asked
Nice
for it, for the
new-
record.
Oh,
Like,
well,
none of
okay.
our family members are being assholes.
Yeah, no, I asked for it for the
Yeah.
Pollyanna. They said, write down 3 things you want. And I was like, no.
And our grandmom got, or no, grandpop got you. But
Grandpa
grandmom
got it.
you.
Grandmom did the work.
Yeah. And she was just like, I didn't know they made black towels. And I was like, what?
I've never seen black towels. She's this tiny little cotton ball of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny little cotton ball of a woman.
That's
That's
true.
how all grannies usually end up.
Yeah, they go out there, get
They
their
shrink
perms
in the
once a
sun.
year or
4.5
whatever.
feet tall.
That's my theory is old people shrink in the sun.
Yeah. She's also English, so she's super prone to shrinking.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just like Dago women.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Italian troll disease.
My grandmother was 4 feet tall, 5 if you counted the hair. Easy.
5 if you counted the hair.
If you count her hair stuck off the top of her head, man.
Does she have a beehive,
Oh,
or
it was-
just like one of those
No,
frizzy
it was
things?
just one of those poof things. Like
Yeah.
it
White,
came up.
blue, fucking.
Hers was red. Always dyed red. Always.
Nice.
My entire life, that thing was red. My grandfather was colorblind. Knew it was red. Didn't matter.
So let's see, what else did I get? I got a Keurig. That's exciting. I've been using the fuck out of that thing. I've already went through 2
It's only been
boxes
1
of
day,
K-Cups.
right? Isn't that what you just said?
No, actually,
Right?
I got it 2 weeks ago.
Cheater.
Because
Well,
somebody.
that's not Christmas then.
It's not.
It's an early Christmas present.
That's
also,
December
I
11th.
wrapped it.
Also, also that Boba Fett was the earliest Christmas present. The Fabrications by Funko.
So the December 7th.
Plug. Yeah, no, it was actually probably. I don't even think it was in December. I think it was.
Yeah, I just said early Christmas gift and handed it to her.
Shit, I didn't start Christmas shopping until like the 20th.
Yeah.
She's
I
getting
got
gifts at Thanksgiving.
I
I
know,
got a
it's like
bonus
Hanukkah.
this year, so I was
Hanukkah.
like, I was Irish rich
He
with my
was
bonus.
definitely-
Like, I was like, I'm gonna buy a couple of things.
That's how I am every year at the 20th-ish, around that time.
Yeah. I got mine on the 7th, which is nice. They give you enough time to do
Oh,
stuff.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it also includes like what they call like a turkey check, and they send out like $20 for Thanksgiving for everyone just to like go towards some food or
Oh,
whatever.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, we get a giant ham and a pretty decent-sized bonus right before our
They give
Christmas
you a
Eve.
ham?
Oh, yeah, like, the thing's probably
He has a real
foot?
job.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Probably like a foot long and probably like 8 inches wide.
Is that what happens in real
Fully
jobs?
cooked?
Just give you fully cooked hams.
It's beautiful.
That's what I missed this year. Every year, we always had ham for Christmas, as well as turkey. His family never makes ham, and we have to
They
get it
used
every year.
to, which is the weird thing. You know what's interesting? The part of the family that has a habit of not showing up to Christmas because they're doing their own thing nowadays, they're the ones who used to bring the ham.
Well, if I would have known that nobody was going to make ham, I would have made ham.
You just said the statement, every holiday, no one has ham.
That is true. I was there when I heard it.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
So you should
I
know
didn't
by
ask.
now.
We're
I
stuck
didn't
listening
ask for
to
you guys to patronize me about hams.
Well, then you're in the wrong
I
place.
bake, motherfucker! I took 2 days off for Christmas. One day to spend all day. One day to spend all day baking and cleaning and wrapping fucking presents, and the other day to run around to 5 different
Bring
places.
the testosterone down, all right?
I can't. It's so high.
You're a woman. Baking is in your nature. I fuck up baking by reading the box. Okay? Like, so don't give me no shit.
Listen, I love baking. It's awesome. I hate baking under pressure of family. Because their family, his family is like, she's like fucking every. I'm expecting to bring baking because if I don't bring something, oh my god.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong though. You make your own schedule at work.
Not lately, and tomorrow is
Maybe.
well, I don't not lately just because of the new store and everything. There's a schedule of days that I have to be there
Yeah, fuck
because
that
we're
new
getting
store.
it ready.
Oh, like a real job? You know, glares don't come across recordings, right?
I'm glaring at Zanelli right now, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you giggling like a little girl at over there?
Because I told you he was preparing some fights for today, like to argue about.
Yeah.
And this list is cracking me up. We're gonna do all these, dude.
Okay.
Because I feel like because the three of us are pretty deep in, we'll
I'm
either
not.
gel quickly
Yeah,
or
I've
argue
I've read
quickly
6
and get
pages of a
frustrated
comic, and that was
quickly.
the other
Either
day.
way, it'll be entertaining for the
And I forgot it
listeners.
already.
Which comic
But-
was it?
The Loot Crate one.
Yeah, the one that came.
Oh, the Endgame
Oh,
one.
let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk
Which
about.
crazy fucking spoiler alert before we get into
Spoiler
anything.
alert
Yeah.
for those
But,
of you that wait, no, and
Oh,
if
God.
anybody that was
Spoilers are
getting
in
Loot
effect,
Crate,
period.
anybody that was getting Loot Crate already got Loot Crate this month. Fuck spoilers on monthly subscription boxes.
No, it's a comic book that I'm saying spoiler alert about.
Yeah, but it said Loot Crate is exclusive, so maybe it
Yeah.
wasn't out. It says it on the it says on the front page.
Might not be out yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a whatever. Nevertheless, spoiler alert. We'll just say it before anything questionable. How about that?
Spoiling the fuck out of it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna spoil the fuck out of it.
We're gonna make a movie about it.
Yeah. And then spoil that movie.
As soon as it starts, right,
Every
it's all the ending.
interview, he
Before
just
it's
showed the whole
released,
thing.
I call
We're gonna
dibs
leak
on
it.
Robin. Is that okay? Is that cool?
Yes.
I want to wear the pixie boots.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
I knew I sat on your lap for a reason.
Fucking hey, man.
it's a storyline that I didn't start reading, and it kind of picks up in the middle of shit. And it's Batman fighting Superman, which is always great when that happens.
Right.
So it's a big deal. And Superman has some Joker venom in him.
Oh
Like
shit.
Superman's got the big ass grin on and shit, and it's just
Really?
like giggling and like punching the shit out of him. But Batman has a super suit on, literally, like to fight Superman, and he has this fucking gauntlet on the one hand that has this like bat symbol across the knuckles of
Right.
this giant robot suit, and then there are these 5 little red orbs floating in it. Each one is a sun that Ray Palmer helped him shrink
Get
down
the fuck
into the
out of here.
knuckles
Are
of
you
his
serious?
suit. So he's like punching them, and he calls it his red giants. He's just like punching the shit out of Superman with it. And then like it's sweet though. It's a fucking crazy fight, and I want to know more about what the hell's going on.
All
in
right,
there.
well, hold on, wait. Because now that you said that, because this is something that I always get in an argument over. All right, so Superman's powers are dictated by the yellow sun, right?
Correct,
And our
yeah.
gravity, right? That's what gives him his abilities.
Yeah.
Under the red sun, they don't have abilities. Why does the red sun sop his energy? He's still under a yellow sun. The red sun should... okay, maybe in close proximity over a long period of time, yeah. But if he's getting punched in the fucking face, he's just getting punched in the face with 5 little sons.
You wouldn't think it would work as quickly as it does.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what always kills me.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it depends on who's writing, too.
It's one of those things where you
like
have
brass
to just
knuckles.
accept it.
It's not meant to kill somebody. It's just meant to,
Some can.
maim them.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
If you throw a pear on Tyson and he punches a baby, that baby's dead.
Kryptonian baby? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think
That baby's head is falling off. It's just...
So, you want to do some of these?
yeah, let's do a who would win.
All right. So, well, do you want to
This
read them
is
off?
where-
I just want to make a couple of notes about some of the things on this page.
This is where we would insert a sound
So
effect.
I think I'll pick the first couple I want to talk about. It's just the things that you cross out and then write in, and that cracks me up.
Well, because I already ripped down like 4 pages.
So you started just crossing
Yeah,
it
I was
out.
like, fuck it. I don't feel like rewriting the whole
Yeah,
goddamn
no,
thing
it's
again.
just funny because like one says, he just has 2 names on each thing, and one says Swamp Thing and Spawn, but Swamp Thing is then crossed out, and Sinestro is written next to it. But underneath that, it's Colossus versus Venom, and then Colossus is crossed out, and Swamp Thing's written in there. Like, he's just like, no, Swamp Thing would be better against me. Like,
So wait a second, wait. So you're telling me that you got this list right there, but you don't read books?
No, not a clue.
He
It's all
has
like
a great
Injustice.
understanding of what would make a good fight, though. That's
But
the weird
okay,
thing.
but
I take a lot
Swamp
of
Thing
shit.
isn't a general character.
He
that you
takes a
put
lot of
into
shit.
a lot of shit.
So I
That
that
was
was
a lot of
Wikipedia
quality
holes.
time on your hands. Is that
oh
what you're
yeah,
telling
of
me?
course. At work, dude. 15 minutes in the dumper.
Killing time.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
call those- yeah, we
So
call
let's
those pretend
let's
shits.
let's grasp
That's
in
exactly
on
what they
one
are.
here.
So let's do the first one I said, which is Sinestro versus Spawn, which I think is a weird good call though. Like
I switched
Sinestro,
them.
Sinestro corpse or Sinestro sitting on his own?
I don't know the difference. So I'm gonna let him pick that call.
I'll say it's 1-on-1, but he's in the Sinestro core at the time.
Because I feel like that ring's more powerful.
Yeah.
than-
Yeah, for
than
sure.
The original.
I want to give him like the best he can against Spawn, you know.
He's gonna need it.
I don't know. I think Sinestro has it. There's a reason he was the greatest Green Lantern of all time. I mean, I think Sinestro's got it against Spawn.
I agree. I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna go with Sinestro because Spawn is of Earth. He's from Earth. He's from Hell, which is an Earth concept. Sinestro is from many worlds. Korgar,
Yeah,
correct?
Korra,
Sinestro's from Korgar.
He enslaved
Far,
the whole planet.
far away.
Sinestro enslaved an entire planet.
Spawn
don't
can't
stand
even
Korrigar,
beat.
right?
Yes.
Spawn
Nailed
can't
it.
even beat a clown completely. So
Since they clown-
I'm gonna
Alright.
go with Sinestro.
I'm going with Spawn actually.
Fuck that.
Why?
What's up?
Let's
you
hear it.
Spawn as well.
You're going with
Yeah, I'm
Spawn?
going
He's
with
only
Spawn.
saying Spawn because he doesn't know about Sinestro.
I did that twice when we were doing shit.
All right.
That was an
That is the
accident.
victory song for Spawn.
I win
No way.
because of that. No, I think it's not because Spawn is of Earth. It's Spawn is of Hell. Like I think it's a completely different thing. I don't care how much you believe in magic. Like Sinestro's shit comes down to science. Like Hell.
Magic is
that's
science that
something
hasn't
else.
been explained yet.
I know.
Fuck yeah.
And isn't Sinestro is just not the Green Lantern though, right? Like,
He's a
does
Yellow
he-
Lantern.
Does he have
in
to do
this-
the
in
stupid
this fight.
charging with the ring too?
He does have to charge.
Goes up the charge
Now, what
for
if he
it.
catches
Spawn
someone
does
off
too,
then?
though. To be fair,
But
actually.
see, I believe
This is actually
that.
interesting.
I
He's saying that
believe-
is best, so I'm going with fully
I
charged
believe
Sinestro.
that Spawn and Sinestro kind of
triple.
work out of the same.
And actually, Spawn
Right,
has
they're
to
both
charge
fear.
too. Spawn has to
Sinestro is
charge,
ruled
right?
by
Like he
fear.
needs his rest.
No, Spawn. Yeah, Spawn needs to. Yeah, Spawn.
Oh wait,
needs
no,
to-
it's he's on a clock. Spawn,
Yeah.
at least in the early days.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
dude,
let's
but
go post
power
early
nap
days
and he's
Spawn.
good.
All right.
Power nap.
Power nap's good for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Power
But
nap,
see,
5-hour
that's what-
energy. Spawn would
In
whip
the end,
his
Spawn
ass,
is
dude.
still just human. He doesn't even get a full control of his powers. If you like threw Spawn into the world and Sinestro was standing there, you'd like crush him in his hand.
I feel like if you boil it down to the simplest things, it's the power of fear versus hell.
Yeah, but Spawn
Which
fought
hell
against
is-
all of hell for the longest
Hell
time.
Right.
is nothing
So
but a concept of fear, a story made up to make people fear.
Not in the Spawn universe. We have to accept that both these universes exist on top of each other, or at least they both exist in their own
Parallel to
respects,
each
you
other.
know? Like, in order for this fight to even happen. So hell exists in this world, and hell's a pretty powerful thing.
It is. See?
All right.
And even if
I
you give
agree
him the
with-
armies, I still think it would be a toss. Actually, if you gave him the armies, I'd say Sinestro had it with the Sinestro Corps over Hell's army.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
like,
Absolutely.
but one on one, I'm going Spawn over Sinestro. I just think he has it. He has
I
a
don't know.
cause, man.
I don't
He has a
know.
cooler cape.
I feel like. Well,
Yeah, no
Sinestro
cape,
doesn't.
mainly
because
But
Sinestro doesn't have one.
Sinestro, if
Well, he
he
had that
wanted a
pointy
cape,
thing
could
around his
have
collar
one.
for a while.
I
He
think
doesn't have a cape. He's got an energy armor.
He would yellow boxing glove the shit out of Spawn.
He
Hell
has
yeah,
a
that's what I'm
jester
talking about,
collar
motherfucker.
on.
Yo,
Like,
Spawn
a
can
blue
make his
fancy
own shit.
jester
Even in
collar.
the movie, he made that fucking shitty motorcycle into like the
Fuck
Spawn
that movie.
cycle.
That's
I hate
true.
that fucking movie. Love that dude. Hate that fucking movie.
I love John Leguizamo.
John
in that.
Leguizamo.
Oh, he was the man. In
He
You
that
know
was
what
movie.
that
the
prick-
clown.
You ever see? I feel terrible for watching that fucking show, but that show Cribs on MTV.
Yeah.
They did
Everybody's
John,
watched Cribs.
They did John Leguizamo's house. His fucking bathroom
Hulk.
is
comics,
fucking Hulk
right?
and Fantastic Four comics. Rare comic books that no nerd can get or find. He's got it fucking wallpapered all over his wall.
He took
Every
all the
page.
pages apart.
Took
and
all the
put 'em
pages apart, put them on his wall.
I
Fuck
remember
you, John
that.
Leguizamo.
I remember that because I was like, what the fuck is his
I was
problem?
so pissed. Fuck John Leguizamo. And his fucking clown. Fuck him.
Well, yeah.
The Violator,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's both Violator and
And the clown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they call child molesters?
Violator.
Wait, violators dressed as clowns?
No, they're called Janes.
Yeah.
And also, you got to
Yes.
keep in
I do
mind,
dress as a clown on my off days.
Hell isn't gonna let Spawn die.
All right.
That is true.
Like they won him, you know.
But still,
Sinestro Corps don't give a fuck about Sinestro. They give a shit about their own vendettas that they were promised in the joining of it.
yeah.
So that throws a wrench in the mix.
Sinestro
It's a
would-
pretty even fight, Dan Keller, and I
Sinestro would
love that
be
you know how to
replaced.
match these up without not knowing.
Without not knowing anything.
Without not knowing for nothing.
I don't know. Fat guy just fell backwards. What do you want me to tell you?
It's the little thing that you push in to keep it
There you
upright.
go.
Probably
That's
popped
what it
out.
was.
Yeah, you got
Right.
it. Yeah.
It was almost fat guy down for that. That would have been a bad thing.
First episode.
Oh shit, would have went bad. I
That
know
would have
one-
been in the opening credits. For
You'd be kneeling for the rest of the
That would've been
episode.
it.
That guy down.
Fat guy down. That's it. Microphone on the floor, beer everywhere. That would have been terrible.
That's so where are we going in the end votes? I think we're 50-50
I think
on
we're still
this one.
50-50.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, none of us are gonna convince each
No,
other.
but yeah, no,
otherwise.
absolutely not.
We're all too set in our ways. Actually, I'll bend every once in a while, but it has to be a good point, you know.
No,
All
I
right.
think we sit pretty even on that one.
I'm super excited about this next one. but I
Wait,
think it's
wait,
gonna be
hold
quick.
on.
What?
What?
Monkey wrench, Sinestro, the white light.
Oh, fucking white light powers over everything.
Yeah. If it's White Light Sinestro, for sure. That's
Absolutely.
too much, though.
That's way too much power. That was way too much power for him to handle.
Yeah,
Look,
he was done in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
right,
not
exactly.
even. Like, how long did that
That's
scene
like my
really
fucking
take?
sex life. That's why I ain't getting laid lately. The fuck?
Broadcast that.
How dare I
Broadcast
bring
that.
this up?
What did I say?
Everybody, Tonelli is.
Yeah, go to this
Yeah, but it's a great
in the
fucking
sack.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a great
But I
5
know they
It's a
minutes.
both
great
have,
5
like, that
minutes for
weird
me anyway. Shit.
thing going on for
It's always a
them.
great.
They fucking-
Insert
Those are
somewhere
good.
warm, preferably moist. Thrust. Repeat.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
Preferably moist. That's the
Doesn't
name of my
have
next
to
album.
Preferably more.
Preferably moist.
The word moist.
All right. So fair enough. Good.
All right, what do you
good
got
combo.
on there next?
Next, DK has. I think this is, like I said, gonna be a quick one. Swamp Thing versus Venom.
I'm saying Venom just because I like him.
Swamp Thing, for the record, like hands down,
Swamp Thing.
Like,
I think Swamp Thing in the green, baby. I think he's got Venom any day of the week.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly,
I'm gonna have to agree.
Clearly, but no.
But
And
no.
the other-
the green, exactly.
The
like
green.
that's the thing. Like
That's what it is.
at the end of Brightest Day, like that Swamp
Yeah.
Thing done.
Yes,
like
yeah,
fight's
yeah.
done. You know?
And also, Swamp Thing is an elemental of its home planet. If
Right.
you cut Venom is a symbiote from another world. If it comes to this planet and is fighting
This is
the
Swamp Thing's
representative
territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of this
Even
planet,
Alan Moore Swamp
fuck
Thing
you.
before Brightest Day.
Hell yeah.
was
Yeah,
great.
Hell
even
yeah.
that one, like,
Hands down.
fucking
Swamp Thing's got
ridiculous.
Venom
Yeah.
any day of the
Definitely,
week.
definitely. So
All right,
we
I think
win.
we're pretty yeah.
Swap thing, yeah.
That's fine.
I think we're pretty.
I don't know.
care.
I don't know Venom personally. But
Wait, you don't know Eddie Brock?
Yeah, but wait, which Venom you talking? Either way, it's still
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock?
yeah, not Topher Grace.
That's
Not
like
Topher Grace.
that's like
No.
not the fucking
Those are the two he does.
scrawny
That poor guy had nothing to
stoner.
work with in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Why? Why would they choose
all
Topher
they
Grace?
did
Why?
was go anti fucking Peter Parker, who went anti Peter Parker anyway when they were all fucking emo dancing down the street.
Oh
like,
my god. That's what I hated about those movies is how much of a
are you
fucking
kidding me?
pussy.
That second
Peter
movie,
Parker
that
was.
second Raimi movie was friggin' phenomenal. That was the gold standard in my opinion for certain things. I personally still like the Amazing Spider-Man.
You know
I
which
liked
one
I think Andrew Garfield was great.
Put over. Boom.
I think Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is good. Not necessarily the second movie because it absolutely had its
first one I
issues.
thought I knew was
Beyond
gonna
having its issues. But I still think Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man was a good call.
I don't know. There was just too many. Like I'm not. Oh,
Come on.
sorry.
Man
Party foul.
down.
Pass foul.
Not even Fat Man down.
Regular man down.
Hey, he is part of the group.
Yeah.
No, see,
He'll always be here.
I'm not. I was never
Very
like. I didn't
important part of the
read
group.
like Spider-Man comics. Spider-Man's whole story just wasn't like a gel with me. But like
Dan Slott Spider-Man will gel with everybody, believe me. when
I
say it.
watched the cartoons on like
Right.
MTV back in the day. Like I watched that and
I
X-Men,
always hated
Batman,
Spider-Man,
fucking
I'm not gonna lie.
everything. Like just back.
I always
Yeah,
hated
the Fox
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
The Fox Spider-Man, I think everybody
And-
knows.
held true, and it was pretty good
Yeah.
too.
The
I always
the
hated
Raimi
Spider-Man
movies
until
just,
Maximum
just
Carnage
didn't
for
do
Sega
it
Genesis
for
came
me.
out.
Oh, good call.
Venom.
You know that
Great
game.
was-
That
Red
game was
cartridge.
fucking
Venom wasn't
awesome, and then I became a fan of
anything.
Venom and
He
Carnage.
was in it for what
I was like,
15
now I just want
minutes.
to see Spider-Man die.
And it
Yeah, but
was
it's always a
just-
big story.
No, the best was Doc Ock. That's the best part about
I couldn't find a
about
good
What,
one
those
for him.
movies?
those movies
I
for
tried
me.
really hard.
That Doc Ock, that fight scene over the train.
Hell fucking yeah.
It's
Oh
still
my
the
god.
best. It's
Yeah,
still
that was
Oh
pretty
my
cool.
god. Because you're like butthole clenching at
Yeah.
that point. You're like,
Absolutely. Next to that Avengers one long shot when they're all battling back to back and you're getting them all.
oh my god.
Next to that, that's by far one of the best superhero fights on screen.
Not exactly superhero fights, but in Final Fantasy Advent Children, the end fight where they're fighting, not the end fight, but when they're fighting Bahamut in the sky and like everybody's like throwing
Yes.
him
Yes.
up into the air and they're like, don't give up. And it's all these corny things they're saying, but it's so fucking cool because she throws him up the one last time and he just bursts forth through the blue flame.
Burst forth.
And and it's
Not
just like, such an
being-
amazing fight.
Not being a comic person myself, I just gotta say that fucking first Marvel vs. DC, the Spider-Man vs. Superman, that is a clear victory for Superman.
Oh, hands down.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Superman vs. Spider-Man.
When did that happen?
That happened mid-90s.
Yeah, it was,
Something like that.
was the
Wasn't
first,
it Superboy versus Spider-Man?
No, Superman.
Yeah,
versus
it was
Spider-Man.
like the very first like
Because
Marvel
Alex Ross.
versus
Actually,
DC or
no, it was
something.
earlier than the 90s because Alex Ross
DK?
repainted it. Not the in the maybe early 2000s. Yeah,
It was straight up Superman.
straight up
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's an image. I forget what book it was. There's an image of Superman flying towards Spider-Man as he's hanging off the side of like a radio antenna tower or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah, hands down, fucking Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Like I almost said Spider-Man just to
But-
fuck with you. But hands down, Spider-Man, right, guys?
that's
Like
it.
Spider-Man's got this.
But that's the
Whip
same
in the
thing with
eye.
Yeah.
Superman. Really, even Superman versus Batman. I love Batman, and I want Batman to win so
Batman
bad.
would always win.
No
because
way!
Even
Superman-
if Superman,
He could shoot him down from the
even
sky.
if Superman threw Batman into the
I just
sun,
gotta say,
there's
Superman
kryptonite
himself
in his
covers
belt.
It
like-
doesn't mean shit.
It will burn off in the rays and
he
destroy
covers like
him.
8 different X-Men. That's
Batman
why I don't
always
like
wins.
Superman.
No, we can't keep
He's
having
the
two conversations at once.
contingency master.
That's
It
why
works here, but
that's why
not
I'm-
here.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking loudly. Superman covers
I'm
about
trying
8.
to just be louder
Yeah.
than everyone else. That's
He
not-
covers about 8 fucking X-Men, and that's what I don't like about him.
Who?
Superman.
Oh yeah, it's
The
a little.
biggest-
It's a little OP. They make him a pussy because of it, though. That's how it balances out.
Or not ketchup.
What's this for?
It's barbecue sauce.
And
Stuff
then
you can't eat.
Oh man,
Your fault.
I mean, you can.
I
Put your
can't.
foot under there.
I'm not saying no.
I know. I am.
Um,
It's my fault.
Superman's biggest
Open up
problem,
crap.
which amazes me that he's still around, is that you can't relate to him because he's just too powerful. Like, only certain times, certain writers can handle him well.
Yeah, he has to be broken down emotionally and like, mentally in order for it to work.
But even then, like, even when they throw different villains in, like, his villains have to be either godlike or gods, or they have to be Lex Luthor intelligent.
Right.
There's no, you can't get that low level guy that you're gonna get that's gonna fight Batman. You know what I mean? That you might only see one time fighting Batman. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't. You always have these gods fighting Superman, and he's not relatable that way. You know what I mean?
Batman's actually on that list.
Is he really?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
All right. So wait, look. What was the? I forget what the fucking fight was that we even started with.
Didn't it start with Swamp Thing and Venom?
Yeah, we ended it.
Yeah, we already ended
That
that.
shit was ended before you even started.
That was started and finished.
I just wanted to say I want to go for Venom because I like Venom.
Fair enough.
Venom is a great eye candy when it comes down to it. Like,
Yeah, like great. That's an artist treat. Like they love that fucking character. He always looks cool. Wolverine Batman is his fight. There's a very realistic, down to earth fight.
What do you think, Jane? Wolverine Batman.
We've had this conversation in the past.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
Batman.
I thought it was like...
The only way I think Wolverine could get the upper hand on Batman is if Batman had no idea he ever existed. He didn't know Batman at all.
Yeah, we talked briefly about it
If
before.
Batman had any inkling of who he was, anybody with any kind of powers, Batman knows who they are. Right. He keeps link on people all over the world and even off of the planet. He's got a plan for everybody. And I think if he knew he existed, Wolverine wouldn't have a chance.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to pretty much every fight with Batman is like if he knows it's coming, Batman wins.
Even if he has an inkling of it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I mean,
but if it was like a mysterious
I think superhero
happenstance.
beatdown, I think, and I know that's only based off of popularity, but they had this. They had the Wolverine versus Batman, and Wolverine won.
Because of the regeneration.
Right, because
Wolverine
he got up and Batman walked away because he thought Wolverine was done. And Wolverine came back and right to the chest.
And that's the thing is, I don't think Batman would walk away from. He's got shit in his helmet that's reading heartbeats of everyone in a 10 square mile area.
If fucking Wolverine gets some claws in his fucking eyeballs,
that's what I'm saying.
You're now blind man.
Honestly,
you know, there's already one of them, and they're called Daredevil. Ben Affleck fucked that up for everybody.
That's true. He really did.
Thanks, Ben Affleck. Hope you do a better Batman.
Fuck off.
Ben Affleck as Batman is going to be phenomenal.
It is gonna be
I agree so much. I'm so excited for the
Me
Frank
too.
Miller costume and the fucking just Batfleck. I'm ready, man.
Absolutely.
From day one, as soon as Batfleck was announced, I was down. I was like, I think he could be good. Everybody else had their reservations, but I was like, no, I think it's going to be good.
If you're going to get The Town Ben Affleck, I don't know if you've seen that movie. But
no, they got Jersey Girl Ben Affleck.
But if you get that quality of acting out of him for Batman, fuck yeah.
No, he will respect the role, and I think he would. He looks good in the suit.
You know what's nice to know going in is like he's not gonna do that voice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he's not gonna do it after all the shit that fucking Christian Bale caught. Like it's like there's no way.
3
he's
movies
gonna
of that fucking voice.
Oh my god, and he didn't even attempt to change it.
No.
I thought it was Clint Eastwood under that mask. I was like, I am feeling lucky.
Clint Eastwood had a cold, man.
I thought Bane was robot Sean Connery.
Right?
That's what she sounded like.
Hello there, UPS man.
Hello there.
Batman.
All right, I'm going off of Wolverine on your principle, but
Yeah, I'm saying Wolverine too.
Batman for me.
I will always go Batman.
Yeah.
all right, so we're split on that one.
Yeah. Batman if he knows it's coming. Wolverine. I'd be not sure if he didn't. You know.
No way. Wolverine gets me in the eyes.
Either way, I'd love to see it.
And then he eats them.
Yeah, I'm going with Blind Man losing on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones, and he brought it up the other night that he was thinking about doing this. Batgirl versus Jubilee.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Jubilee
a
is
hard
so
one.
outmatched, I think.
You think?
Thank you. That's what I said.
If you're talking Shadowcat, because if you're thinking Wolverine trained her, I think Shadowcat would win, but completely different character. If we're talking Jubilee versus Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, hands down. Even
think?
Cassandra Cain Batgirl.
Yes.
Hands down.
Yes. Thank you.
Cassandra Cain.
I'd give you Cassandra Cain.
Cassandra Cain
but...
reads your body movement before
Yeah.
before you're coming at her.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
Barbara Gordon Batgirl.
I don't know about Barbara Gordon. I think Jubilee.
I think
Jubilee
she
led
had
the X-Men for a stint, man. You gotta know she has some mileage under her belt. Like,
Yeah, but now she's a pregnant teen mom vampire, or whatever the fuck she is now in the X-Men.
all the more rage.
Exactly, dude. Come at you, fucking 4th of July, you motherfucker.
Like, she's fucking Dazzler without the
The
microphone.
rage.
Like, get the
Thank
fuck
you.
out of here.
I was never a
Yeah,
fan
but she's got
of
that
Jubilee.
sweet, huge collar trench coat.
Oh, let me
Like,
tell you, that 90s with Gambit and the fucking fingerless
Oh my
gloves.
god!
just
Yeah,
I
the
love
two.
90s Gambit.
Fuck, man. And that stupid mask thing that
Right?
not a mask. It's
And it's
okay.
There,
Just, like,
there
working
is a
out.
picture in existence of me in that Gambit costume. in like, it's got to be early, like maybe 4th or 5th grade, like. And I had to do it. And my mom, being the fucking artist that she is,
Yeah.
it's great. Like, I had, like, 2 fucking taped together fucking Christmas present, like, cardboard rolls, like, for the staff. I had the shitty fucking brown trench coat. She drew the lines on it so that it looked like a cop.
Did you have the pop collar with
Fuck
it?
yeah. And she made, like, she got a spandex mask for me and shit, and, like,
Oh,
cut
that
out the
is so
shit
cool.
and glued the blue to it and shit. It was fucking great. I'm so proud of that picture to this day.
Where
He
is it?
He is.
You want to see it? I'll show it to you.
That
I'm
is-
not shy about that. Like,
All right, good.
It's
That
fucking
one's going
great.
up on the Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
Even the fucking.
Definitely.
That's definitely going
Definitely.
How is that not like your Facebook like main
This is how
fucking
real
picture?
her attention to detail was. I didn't direct her in any of it. I was like, this is what he looks like. I need the costume. Had the fucking fingers cut out of the gloves. Like, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I didn't even think about it until I was putting on the costume. I was like, oh yeah, right. Like, awesome. So I can charge the cards.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Like,
Although I'll tell you what, Gambit, I threw so many cards at people because of Gambit.
fucking
I
right.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I spent so many hours throwing cards at things. Like,
That shit got dangerous
and
for a
making
while.
the little
Remember that
noises.
was one of those like news stories they would blow out of proportions. Like they'd be like, kids are now carrying around decks of cards using them as deadly weapons. And I was like, nah.
I always found it easy to just throw in the whole deck. You know what I mean? Just like,
It's still in the box.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just fucking real
God
quick to
damn
the
it.
face, you know? Kind of give a little jog, grab them back again. Bing!
I'll
Where are you going on that one?
He's gonna have a little debate here with you. Huh? What do you say, Mark?
I'm pretty big on Jubilee against Barbara Gordon.
Well, it looks like you're losing though.
Where are you on this one, DK? Where
I
you
don't know
sitting?
really anything about any of them except for the Seeking 4th of July.
4th of July. That's what she said when it was like fucking Johnny Storm's Flame On. She was like, let's 4th of July it.
Seriously, I don't... Independence Day!
America!
Fuck yeah!
She's a Chinese immigrant.
ID4.
That's terrible.
You know what? I'm gonna go
Welcome
with
to
you
America,
on this.
bitch.
I just realized how racist Jubilee was just now. The fact that she's Chinese and she
She's
shoots
Chinese.
fireworks.
Yeah.
I didn't
She's
realize
shooting
that.
And
until
she wears
right
the
now.
big yellow coat.
Yeah, right. That's
She's
terrible.
Chinese.
That is so racist.
I didn't even take it that far yet.
You were mentioning the racist points of Jubilee.
I just
I know I've
pointed
thought
them
about
out.
this extensively.
Yes.
No, that's all. Are we split
Shame
again on that one?
I think. What do you?
I'm
We-
saying
Oh, you
Jubilee.
said-
though.
Okay.
He's saying 4th of July all day. Get the fuck out of here.
Fair enough.
She's
All
got she's got Batman's
Hey,
cowl on.
dude, again, with the Wolverine, she will fucking blind her with her
No,
sparkles.
fuck with your sparklers.
No, she's
Sparklers
not
are
fucking...
only dangerous if you close your
she's
hand
good.
around them.
Sparkle.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Right?
Like,
Wait, does she got snakes too?
yeah, right? There's
She's not Joe Dirt, all right? It's not just snakes and sparklers.
Fuck all that.
Oh crap.
All right,
Split again.
What's next? We got another.
Yeah, this is typical. This
who
is
would
typical.
win?
how this
I'll
would
do
end.
one more from the superhero fights he's got here because he's got a list of fights named Clearly Bullshit. And he introduces me. He said, "As you can see, the other fights on that second page are clearly bullshit."
Thus titled, clearly bullshit.
Yeah, and so they are titled.
Thus.
This one's a really, really good one though. Punisher versus Deathstroke. That's a really hard call.
I said Deathstroke.
I think Deathstroke's got the just like the technique over the Punisher, but at the same time, Punisher's got the fucking crazy on him.
I feel like the Punisher would never see Deathstroke coming.
I disagree completely. That dude's like more
Alright,
paranoid than Batman.
Disagree completely.
Where are the drugs? Fuck face.
Where are the drugs? Fuck face. No, it's Punisher. Like I said, Punisher's more paranoid than Batman is. He's got shit wired for miles around him. He's waiting for that shit 24/7.
But he's not looking for it. He's not looking for him. He's
just looking for love.
He's
looking for anything.
Specific
He wants to
people.
punish that pussy.
I'm gonna go Punisher over Deathstroke. In spite of Deathstroke's technique, I think Deathstroke's got him on technique, but I think Punisher's just he's just too fucking crazy. Like he's too fucking crazy.
Deathstroke?
I'm saying Deathstroke.
Is it because you like his character and
that is the exact reason.
the Injustice game?
And I just
the Injustice game.
yeah,
and
he
I
is
just-
fucking cool in that game.
I gotta go with Deathstroke.
Yeah,
Definitely gotta go with
did.
Deathstroke.
3-1.
Yeah, man.
Fair enough.
Alright, looks like Deathstroke's winning.
Deathstroke won
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. Fair enough. I gotta do one of
Blown
these.
out.
We'll do one clearly bullshit one. And
please do.
All right.
You know which one.
I should, right?
You should.
All right. Battletoads versus the Ninja Turtles.
We should never see this list before they come in the door. Never see this list before they come in the door.
Trust me, that's like the tip of the
That is
iceberg about how great
fucking
these
awesome.
get.
Battletoads.
Battletoads versus the Ninja Turtles.
Alright.
I can't start this one.
I don't know. Ninja Turtles. I'm going Ninja Turtles.
You're going Turtles?
Yeah.
Fucking Battletoads. Ninja Turtles all the way.
Yeah.
I'll
Ninja
take the
Turtles.
Four Brothers any day of the week.
Yeah.
Fucking Battletoads. Where did you even remember Battletoads
Fuck
from?
Zit. Like,
And Pimple.
and Pimple.
Zit
Yeah.
and Pimple.
Pimple.
And then who else was there?
I don't
Four
know.
of them all together.
Wart and Jeffrey.
Wart and Jeffrey.
Wart was one of them. I know that.
I think it was Wart. Wart, Zit, Pimple. I don't know.
Boyle?
Boyle? Was it Boyle?
I think so.
Boyle?
It might be Boyle.
Oh, that's what
Oh,
Google is for.
Boyle.
Where do you stand, Jane?
Ninja
I mean,
Turtles
I
versus
guess because
Battletoads.
you have to, you gotta go with Ninja Turtles. Like, I feel like B-Toads is like one-dimensional.
B-Toads.
Shit.
B-Toads. They're not even cool enough to shorten their name like that.
Let's put it this way. Until about 10 minutes ago, we all forgot about Battletoads.
Yeah, we forgot they even
And then
existed.
I remembered it, and then 9 minutes later, you guys remembered it.
No. See, when I worked at GameStop, Battletoads was an ongoing joke.
Was
We'd
it?
call
It's a
each
hard
other,
to find
and
one, too.
when we'd call each other when we weren't working, and act as like customers asking if they had Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Every time.
Battletoads is so obscure. I've now jumped 4 Wikipedia pages just to try and name all fucking 4 of them.
Jesus
Like that's how
Christ.
obscure Battletoads is for most people, apparently.
Battletoads and Double Dragons, dude.
Double Dragon was the shit. If Double Dragon was on there, Double Dragon on there.
Wait.
Red v.
What
Blue.
about here's a clearly bullshit one I'm gonna come up with on the spot. Double Dragon versus Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan.
Wait, hold on. Are we gonna have a Doctor Who scenario here?
Can we take out Jackie Chan and put Tony on?
Because this
no,
is 2D
because that
versus
tits the fight.
3-dimensional life.
That does make it kind of lopsided right away.
Yeah. Bruce
The thing
Lee's
is-
bad enough. We don't need Tony Jaa
No,
in
we're
there
still
too.
talking magic. I'd go with still going Double Dragons.
Yeah.
Still going fucking Double Dragons on that one.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree. Just because they're supernatural, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna have to go with.
I put Double Dragons and the exact twin, Ryu and Ken.
I'm gonna have to go with the
Right.
real people
Weren't they
The
the same
real
people
people?
in the movies?
because the real people can just pull the plug
No, wait. Fucking...
On the video
on the
game.
video game.
that
So
fight's done.
and then the fight's over.
Boy, babe, you can suck the fun out of hypotheticals.
That is true. You did ruin that for us.
Right out of there.
Thanks.
What did you come up with
You're
on the
welcome.
Ninja Turtles versus Battletoads, DK?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I went with Battletoads. I'm sorry.
Fucking Battle.
You're an asshole.
I went with Battletoads.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You just don't want us all to agree.
No, I'm going with Battletoads.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Hold on, no. That's great.
What?
I'm sorry, but why?
He's booming.
But seriously, though.
Who's a turtle's friend? A rat. All right, that's what.
And a
we're getting.
hot chick reporter.
She ain't
Ew.
a friend. She's a hoe.
Megan Fox.
She's
leave
a hoe.
her.
She's a hoe.
Ew.
No, listen, I don't care how ridiculous Megan Fox is.
She failed at porn, so she went to the Weather Channel.
She's still
Alright?
her
That's her fault.
She has
I'm alright
TV
with that.
thumbs, Tonelli.
I don't care.
They don't show her thumbs.
I don't care.
Watch any movie with Megan Fox. They don't show any kind of clear shot of her thumbs.
What do you need a clear shot of someone's
Sounds
thumbs
like a
for?
Why are you-
9/11
They try to
conspiracy
hide
theory.
them.
Like that's the
No,
Ernestine
they
she's
watch
saying it.
that shit. Watch all the Transformers movies and
Does your
anything else
voice
shitty enough
naturally
to
always
her.
get that high, or did
I
you
like those
practice
ones.
that? I'm just curious.
It is.
You should see how hard this thing spikes.
Oh, I
every
can only
time she
imagine.
goes,
Like, bing!
it's
Thank God
getting
they're track
overloaded.
recording.
She's gonna blow out the mixer.
Thank God for
All
track
right, we're 3
recording.
on 1 on that one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fucking Battletoads.
Battletoads, man.
All
Go
right,
take 'em.
so-
Why though? You didn't. You said because the Ninja Turtles are friends with a rat. That doesn't give me enough reason.
Yeah, but who's Battletoads friends? Some fucking double dragons.
They're not friends with them. They
Yeah,
just
they
came
are.
in the same cartridge. They're completely different games.
No. No, they were in the
Oh,
fucking
too
same
funny.
game.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they were.
You could not have a double dragon on the same team as a Battletoad. They were two completely different games.
Dude, Battletoads and Double Dragons is a game.
That's like
It's
getting a
a
demo
cartridge.
disc in the old PlayStation where there
Right.
were multiple games on it.
And now I'm saying Crash Bandicoot high fives Lara Croft. Like, it doesn't work out.
You can do that probably.
There's a porn
There's probably a porn of Crash Bandicoot fucking Lara Croft.
with his weird dick fingers.
Right.
Rule 34, ladies
that
and
chick
gentlemen,
China
if
made
it
a porn
exists,
as
there's
the
a porn of
She-Hulk.
it.
Oh, I know. I heard
What
that.
rule is it?
She
Rule
liked She-Hulk on
34.
Facebook, and that was the first thought that came to my head.
Website.
I was like, why would you do that to me?
Has all that
I thought
stuff.
we were friends.
There's a porn of her and the 1, 2, 3 kids.
Yeah.
6 Pac. Oh, Jesus Christ! I saw her Playboy. That was gross. That was disgusting.
You can see her dick bulge.
I know. Even with no clothes on, there's a dick bulge there.
Are we talking about China?
Yes.
Because someone brought up She-Hulk, and I said that anytime I think of her now, especially when she liked her on Facebook, is the China porn, where she's fucking painted up like She-Hulk.
Ridiculous.
That's so weird.
Who
Yeah.
would fuck her? Especially the 1, 2, 3 kid. The guy was like 4.5 feet tall, like fucking $120, soaking wet.
People are into that. Like, there's really tall people that fuck midgets.
I'm so into fucking a midget. I would love to fuck a midget.
You probably. Oh my god. I don't. Look,
What?
I had the unfortunate experience
Of what?
of learning some of your twisted, sick fantasies because you just
What?
put them out there. I don't want to know about
I
you
put
fucking a
everything out
midget.
there.
Okay? I don't need to know more.
I would love to fuck a midget. Come on. Why not?
Come
They
on.
freak me out. I'm sorry. They
That's
just
how we
freak me
try and
out.
do it.
Like,
Just walk up
It's
to a
like a
midget and say,
child.
"Come on," they'll know what
It's,
you
it's
mean.
a child's size. It's the size of a child.
all right, so
I don't
like
like
a tall
children.
midget then. Until like a tall midget then.
So a
It's
short
still
person?
Right.
no. Here's the thing. I
Midgets
don't
are
like
people.
to date short guys. I don't like to date short guys. So
You're
Why would
tiny.
that be a fantasy for you?
exactly. A midget is still gonna be smaller than me. I'm not a midget,
Come on.
Nelly.
A midget would be awesome. You'd pick them up, you'd throw them
No,
around. you'd
no,
fucking-
no.
You could
That's
slam
like
the
That's your
shit out of
answer
them.
to drywall.
Like if you were bending them over the couch, you'd fuck them, have to get them, bring them back, thrust again, grab them, bring them back.
Thrust again.
Yeah.
Thrust again.
Shit.
May
That would
I?
be amazing. Yeah. All right, how did we get on midget fucking?
You started it.
No,
you
you
always
brought
start it when it
something
comes up.
No,
to
it
midget
started with
fucking.
Battletoads and Double Dragon.
Right.
Like,
No, but I think he came here with the sole purpose of mentioning.
Midget
he knew what he wanted to
Yeah,
talk about.
he had that in his back pocket.
I would love
Like,
to
let
get a
everybody know.
That's
Listen,
his
any
topic.
That,
midget
like,
that would be
that's-
possibly listening, my number, I'll put on the Facebook page. You can call me.
There you go.
There you
Hey,
go.
I'm a midget.
Tanelli
As long
is
as you don't have
totally into midgets.
As long as you don't have a dick bulge, let's do this. No dick bulge, please.
Really gross.
But if you're a midget with a really small dick that doesn't bulge out, he
listen.
will consider.
At this rate, it's been, I'll consider. Yeah, I'll consider.
I mean, consider.
At this
Just
point,
get-
there's almost nothing I wouldn't consider.
I feel like
Okay?
no dick bulge would be a great T-shirt.
Oh.
No fat chicks and no dick bulge.
I don't care. Just no dick bulge. I don't care what else is going on.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's rein it back in, gentlemen. How about we move on here?
To what?
This month we got loot crates in the mail.
Our subscription boxes.
Yeah, we all have subscription boxes except for Tonelli. He hasn't discovered the wonder.
He's getting on the
I have subscription boxes.
Yeah, she has his.
She has two, and I have two.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I subscribe to one that's a little girly. It's called Ipsy, but nobody that listens to this cares about that.
Not necessarily.
It's the one time a month next to you bleeding that you are like a girl. Other than that, that's it.
I put heels on yesterday.
You don't see her every day. She has her girly moments. They come.
Yeah, I'm stupid sometimes.
When she needs something.
Yeah. I'm such a sucker for that noise too.
No
My
way.
dog makes the same one when she has to go outside.
That one gets me to do stuff. And the like gives me power.
All right, that one.
Like, I don't know what it is.
That's terrible.
That's your power ring recharge on
Yeah, it makes me into a superhero. Like I'll punch through the side of the house. After
And then he tries.
With your dick bulge?
And then he
Or
tries,
what are
and
we
I gotta clean him up.
Buddy, what happened to your no drink zone?
Oh, good call, dude. Thank you.
So yeah,
What do I
Loot
do?
Crate. Loot Crate comes in the mail
Give
once
this
a
man a
month.
coaster. Give this man a TV show themed coaster.
I feel like I can't get the
Wait,
show rolling.
so wait, tell me what Loot Crate is. Explain the Loot Crate to me.
I'm trying. Loot Crate comes in the mail once
in
a
a
month. It's a little less than $20.
Makes like a
There's a
period.
coupon that they flash in front of your face online when you're ordering it. So it's like one of those monthly subscription crates where, you know, there's just a theme of something and you get a bunch of shit from it. So Loot Crate is like a nerd thing. It's like video games mostly, you know. But there's
Depends on the
pop
theme,
figures and it's got like just little things like the one month we got a Street Fighter.
Yeah, last
headband.
month, for instance, the theme was battle. And I got a Ryu headband with the Street Fighter logo on it, an Assassin's Creed Unity coin, which is like a pewter coin. It's like heavy as shit. Also got this little Mega Man replica helmet.
I've been staring at that all night.
Fucking cool as hell, yeah. Happy I didn't get the green one. Is the running joke. That's apparently one of them. And then I got this sweet ass T-shirt that has, you know how they like make they'll make pictures out of just words like in like shapes and shit.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
those
Yeah, like
things.
why so serious Joker face.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like half a pirate's face and half a ninja's face, and they were both made up of words that related to him. Like the pirates said, like booty, swashbuckle, like all that shit. And it was pretty tight though, and it's an exclusive thing to them because he hopped on because one of those franchises was the Ghostbusters. And
Boom, 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 boom. That was my thought.
Yeah, and he's a huge Ghostbusters fan, and they said early on that there would be an exclusive pop figure. So he was kind of like fingers crossed for a Ghostbusters exclusive pop. But it turned out to be the Batman Joker, which I was super fucking excited about. Didn't matter to me.
Well, I mean,
But the
here's where
worst
you're
part-
wrong. I wasn't just looking for a Ghostbusters pop. I was looking for a cool fucking Ghostbusters thing.
Like anything, yeah, you have
Yes.
your mind pretty
Now,
open.
that pop we were talking about, the Ecto-1 pop with Ernie Hudson sitting on the
Hell
fucking
yes.
top of it. I saw it in Barnes & Noble.
Hell yes.
Holy shit,
That thing is cool.
awesome.
Dude, Ernie Hudson's like my hero.
It's true.
He really-
And we're going to give him a segment on the show called the Ernie Hudson Fact of the Day, or whatever you want
Yeah,
to
the
call
Hudson fact.
it. The Hudson Fact. And I'll just say a
I
random
don't
fact
think
about Ernie
anyone
Hudson.
has ever said anything along those lines before in their lives.
He's a huge
awesome.
fan, man. Oz.
It's not even just that I'm a fan of him. It's just everything he's in is fucking awesome.
He was in
You know what I mean? Oz is awesome.
Crow.
Basketball Diaries he was in.
Oh, man.
Modern
Crow.
Family.
Fucking Airheads.
Modern Family.
Wasn't he in Modern
He was in
Family?
2 episodes.
Yeah. No, he came back in this new season.
Oh,
You
did
didn't
he?
see
Well,
the episode,
so
but
3.
it's fucking
He makes
great.
cameos in a lot
But
of things.
the Ghostbusters.
Because he needs the work.
You know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Dude can run the convention circuit forever and be
Oh my
fine.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But
Yeah,
he-
that
he
Ernie
doesn't-
Hudson
did,
line
um,
is always forever long. I've got an Ernie Hudson signed autograph. It's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
what
pretty
do you call it? Fuck, Airheads.
Mhm.
Sandler's, Buscemi.
Yeah.
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 Him
He's
and
the
Chris
throw-
Farley
He
were
was
the
the
cops.
cop, right? Yeah.
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 The chief. Yeah. But yeah, no, he's good. But
He's always
so
a
yeah,
cop,
he was
too.
disappointed that the only Ghostbusters thing in there was that door hanger.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool, but I understand.
Tetris got more of a fucking thing
right.
than the Ghostbusters.
To be fair, Tetris has been around, I believe, longer.
Tetris is a game that old women like.
Whoa,
And they
whoa,
don't
No,
even...
you're thinking of Mahjong.
No. All right?
Whoa.
Old women love... People love Tetris, but mostly old women
I
love
love
I love
Tetris.
Tetris too. I'm saying
But
Like
they
an
will
old
never
woman.
play it.
Hate those shapes. We know what it is.
No,
Yeah,
I just hate the fact that we
I-
got fucking Tetris stickers with a fucking goddamn Ghostbusters door
Can I
handle.
have your
I know.
Tetris
Like,
stickers,
what the fuck?
DK?
I understand.
I'm using them.
You gonna get the fucking boot when you don't need the boot and you need a square? Is that what you're gonna fucking do? You're gonna
I
put
did it on my phone.
phone.
But I made it square. I peeled them off and put them back.
They're already used already. I was thinking about putting them on one of my guitars. I was telling him, but I was just like, yeah, they're kind of small. It might not work there.
You know, like
gonna
I
wait.
dug
Something
the
will tell me.
fucking. I actually have it in my car now. I use it. Is the fucking Simpsons wallet. I use it here and there.
Oh, that was cool. He showed that to me.
That's-
That was really neat.
Yeah, and that's a cool one
yeah,
too.
I like that. That was cool.
You said you were just like I was thinking about just unfolding it though. Just
I
having
was
the
when you
picture.
handed it to me. That's what I'm like. I'm like, this would make an awesome poster.
Yeah, but there's
You
but
both
like
know
it's
I
like the
have
same
that
thing.
poster, right?
It's not that one.
It is that one. It's just
If you
layered
look,
up more.
if you look, there's two of the same picture on top of each
put
other.
together.
Yeah,
Because it is the same, like, because I was
Yeah, I
looking at
understand.
it, there's the same organization of people, too, on that
yeah.
poster. Yeah.
But there's gonna be like a
behind the
chunk
bathroom
missing,
door.
and then the front's gonna be on it again.
And the bathroom door is where that Ghostbusters thing is.
Hold
That
on,
says,
wait.
are you the key master?
Before we go any further with Luke Cage, Ghostbusters.
What
all
about
right?
it?
Because I'm loving the fact that now that I have a kid, all the stuff from when I was a kid is starting to become popular again. Turtles and
Yeah.
stupid shit
Because
like
now
that.
you can give that to your kid.
Fucking right. Now there's an excuse
He'll
for me
beat
to
you.
walk down the Toys R Us aisle and go, I want this.
Yeah.
And like bring it home.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars is huge again. The Ghostbusters quote unquote reboot that they're starting, that they want to do. That all female cast. You heard anything about it?
Actually, from her, she said there's no female cast.
Yeah, no, that's like
That was a rumor.
that was a rumor.
Right.
So far, it's
But then-
looking like
But then you got that ridiculous Sony hack shit.
yeah.
By the way,
Who
I
Who
want
wants
to.
to talk about the
I wanna-
lizard
I just wanna
mafia
say-
or whatever they're called because they're
what?
pissing
I have
me
an
off.
issue with these people right now.
Yeah,
All right,
talking about
they
the
Why
shut
didn't
down
they-
Guardians
PlayStation
of Post?
and Xbox Live.
Why didn't they do this shit during Hellraiser 9? You know what?
There's a movie that's against North Korea.
Now I get it. Fucking, you don't want to show the Rogue and Franco movie. I understand that. Whatever. I mean,
Well, it's because they assassinate the leader of the country.
Team America.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah,
Team America didn't
but
really get
there
much
is
press,
things
though.
going on
That's
with
'cause it was
North
puppets
Korea.
fucking.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean, I suppose. I don't
But
know.
no, they did it anyway, though. They
Yeah,
released
they're
it
releasing
Yeah,
it
they're
online.
releasing it now because our esteemed president gave them shit on live television about it. So that's the fucking
Yeah, didn't he
reason
say, why didn't you call me or something?
Yeah,
like,
right,
you can just
exactly.
call Obama.
Yeah, like there's a fucking speed dial for Obama on everybody's phone.
Why don't
I got
you guys
it.
Just call me.
You guys don't have them
I
on
got
your
it.
phone?
You got him?
I talked to
got
him
it.
last
What's it
week.
under? I'm just curious. What do you got it saved under?
OGOB.
Obies.
Isn't that just obey?
Obies. Nah, I call him Obi.
Obi-Wan.
We have to be a little more discreet.
That's
with,
what he told
with
me to
our,
call him.
with
I
our
mean, he
friendship.
walked out in
so
a
I have him
robe.
under Momsky.
And he said, call me
Momsky.
Obi.
Momsky.
Call me Obi.
Call me Obi.
We like to shoot hoops.
That dude doesn't shoot.
Obama is
hoops.
the whitest black guy I've ever seen.
Obama plays soccer, I
God.
think, actually.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, I base that on nothing.
You think he shoots baskets like in his wastebasket at the OL? He's like,
Oh! I'm not.
shoot the J. For the 3.
Computer
That's all
boy.
you hear outside. Booyah.
In yours, Kobe.
He's on fire.
I see this is going to escalate quickly.
Now that's a game I miss.
Yeah, so, okay,
Fucking
let's...
NBA Jam.
Let's rein it back in here, guys.
Talk about NBA Jam.
So, Loot Crate, check
Oh,
it
yeah,
out.
That crap.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
get a lot
fucking
of
check
every
that out
month.
now.
There's a different theme. This month's theme was anniversary, as we explained. You know,
Let me say a couple of the things I've seen in past ones. Like, even the ones I don't have a hyper interest in, I still
We
like.
both
Like,
actually have another one.
there
Horror
was,
Block. It's the same thing, but it's
there's-
based on all horror.
we're gonna talk about that.
No, I'm telling him to decide. Because it's going to be
You
cooler.
know these mics are turned up super loud because you talk super quietly.
Oh, really?
So it's going to pick up everything you're
Because
saying.
we had like little conversations.
I know, and that's why I said out loud we should stop having two conversations at once.
However, gentlemen, all the mics are individually tracked, aren't they?
Yeah, so you can just...
Yeah, but again, these mics are turned up super loud, so I can affect people's individual volumes to a degree, but everyone's getting picked up everywhere.
Yeah.
But there's also another one I wanted to tell you about.
Yeah.
Block.
But yeah, I saw that actually. But yeah, some of the past ones, they did one for villains. The theme was villains,
Right.
and like all the boxes are like themed on the inside. Like they're gonna go out of business or something because they're putting way too much effort into this shit.
Yeah,
Like
cost like $16
the last one, you unfolded it and it looked like the Batcave and shit, and you could like pop up computers on the flaps and shit, and like punch out shit and tuck it in.
Yeah, but then again, look at Netflix. Netflix charges $8. They paid
Right.
They're paying $1 million an episode for Gotham, and it hasn't even finished its first fucking season.
Exactly.
Yeah, but do you know how many people have Netflix?
Yeah, but even still, they're still charging $8 an episode. Yeah, I mean a subscription.
Probably more
$8, $8. But think about
They
if
have
a million
almost no
people-
overhead.
if just a million people pay $8 for basic ass Netflix. That's $8 million right there. There's a few episodes of something, and there's plenty of stuff they have that they have licensed to.
Think about it this way: the head of Netflix said that their goal is to start producing their own television shows,
and they've been doing that.
Yeah, but they're aiming to do 20 TV shows a year. Not just Netflix presents, like how they have Netflix original under Peaky Blinders, because that's not a Netflix original, or Netflix original Lilyhammer, not a Netflix original.
They were just
sold off to them. Netflix that they have the right to broadcast
now
in
they
America.
own it, yeah.
Right, exactly. So technically they own it.
Right.
Even Arrested Development, sure they did the last season, but it's still everything's branded Netflix Arrested Development.
Right.
They're going to start producing Netflix Orange is the New Black, Netflix House of Cards. Those are original. That's going to cost buku bucks. Doesn't matter if you make it $8 million.
It's because they have no overhead. They make so much profit
and
off
they
it.
obviously have someone like funding it. Like somebody is into this idea.
Not only that, but there's no manufacturing cost either. They just
brilliant,
buy like a couple thousand of a certain movie and then just fucking send it out.
But it's brilliant. Video on demand is the next step in
genius,
television evolution. It really is.
Mm-hmm. I was just watching an episode of Family Guy where they made a joke about, like, they're just like, yeah, TV, remember that thing you don't watch anymore?
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's just like, yeah, exactly.
Which is why the Nielsen ratings system is outrageous.
It's bunked,
it's completely out of date.
There's a lot of shows that are complaining about that because it doesn't take into account, like, watching it on the internet or on Netflix or all that shit, yeah.
Like, I don't know how many shows I caught up on or watched completely on Netflix.
I have Netflix on, like, every electronic device that I own.
Everything.
And I'll sit at work while I'm doing paperwork or something and catch up on Californication. But like, is that like you can watch anything at any time. Netflix is amazing. All the Doctor Who's on Netflix.
Yeah,
like they put everything on that bitch, and like even shit you discover on Netflix. Like I discovered a lot of really awesome anime, like Darker Than Black, and
we discovered them VCR movies.
Black Butler.
Black Butler was the shit.
Or VHS.
Though. No, Black Butler we watched on Netflix.
That's what it was.
VHS.
We discovered those movies on Netflix, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the VHS movies were so good.
He's the only one that called
so
that called
creepy.
VCR.
VCR.
So creepy. That especially that
sequel.
first video, the first movie with that crazy chick.
That
and
first.
She was like, "I like you.
Yeah.
I like you." What?
Nightmares. Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was crazy, and it was so visceral, and I just love. I love those kind of movies, the bloody fucking ripping out organs.
Speaking of stuff like
gross.
that, our other crate we're getting
Horror Block,
which by the way I haven't received mine yet. Have you yours?
No.
I feel like there's something wrong with that, but tell us a little bit about it, DK.
It's pretty much the same thing, but it's based on horror. Like
exactly, yeah.
Generally, it's horror.
They have pop figures, like there's Freddy pop figure. Like Pop, I don't know how the fuck Funko got all these licenses, but they make what like me and him were sitting down the other day, and he was just like, "Do they have like a Pennywise from It?" And I was like, "Yep." He's just like, "What about Chucky?" Yep. Like
because they did what Marvel did. They probably sucked them up because somebody went, "Nobody's gonna buy these."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Marvel sold off all their character rights. Because they went, nobody wants this, you know,
right?
And that's probably what they. You can have this.
Though.
Nobody's gonna buy these.
It's insane. Yeah. Even new things now, but I guess they're such a monster now that you kind of got to be a part of pop if you want to be pop culture, you know. Like, But yeah, they have some cool horror ones and like T-shirts and shit.
Wait, what's the horror one called?
Horror Block.
Horror Block. Okay.
Yeah, it's a subsidiary of Nerd Block, which is basically Loot Crate's competitor. They do the same thing, you know.
Okay.
They're a little more video game centric, but like still the same general idea. But yeah, this one focuses on horror. They also have ones for kids too. Nerd Block makes Nerd Junior for boys and Nerd Junior for girls blocks.
Really?
That come out and they come with
pretty
plushes and shit, you know, like bibs or onesies and stuff, you know.
Shit.
Very cool. Very cool.
Sounds like something I'm getting.
I know. I like the idea of like the monthly subscription box because it's a way to rein in spending, you know? Like you get a monthly subscription box, you know you're getting a little Christmas present halfway through the month, you know?
I mean, I spend $10 a month on my Ipsy bag, which is like a girly bullshit makeup bag you get little samples in every month. I love it, but anyway, I still will go to Sephora a couple times a month, spend $100 easily.
Rein that vag in a little bit.
It's the only time. It's the only time. But because I feel like makeup is an art. To be good at makeup, you have to be an artist. Like, you have no idea what I go through.
And I was noticing because I was like, you know, honey, I was like, I've never really understood like anything about makeup, and I've been asking her about the stuff she's getting. It's like, what does this do? What does this do?
Put it on?
No,
Okay,
I wouldn't care really. But but like after like a couple of times asking her, I was like, this is my comics. Like, it's like the same thing, you know? I was like, it's just, it has, or toys even, it's closer to, because it's just like, well, this is their version of this.
It's
and it's
a
like,
bunch
it's a little
of
better because of this and this.
It's a bunch of different kinds of paints. Paints, pastels, chalks, colored pencils.
It can be just as much an obsession, like.
And you know how hard it is to draw just draw a line on your eye. On your eye.
Because I've been trying to ask, like, the right questions. Is like, well, what's the difference between this and that? You know, like, not in an insulting way. Like, well, you already have lipstick. What do you need more for? It's just like, why is this one better?
See, you care too much. That's the problem. You care entirely too much about makeup.
Tinelli, I wonder why your relationships go bad.
Cunt. Can I?
Just gonna do a rim shot.
All right, my soul's crushed. Thank you.
No problem.
That's what we're here for, pal. But yeah, no. So anyway, I spend $10 a month on Etsy. I will still go and spend money at the makeup store, but reining in spending. So okay, another box that I got this month was Canabox. I love this.
It's awesome so far.
It's really great. It's less than $20. I think $15, $17 maybe.
You can buy this for $20.
Yeah.
And exactly. In the box, it's like a herbal remedies box, and you can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes.
It's not herbal. It's canna.
Canna.
So it's clearly for marijuana.
We know what's
Okay,
for.
yeah. Okay, it's a
Your socks
marijuana
have
subscription
pot
box.
I like how they have a discrete shipping option, and their discrete shipping option is they put the shipping label over top of the Canabox logo. and
And it ruins it, because then you can't see the logo on
It's
the
not
box.
even that it ruins it, it's that I didn't take that off, and I can see the Canabox logo through the shipping label, and I'm like, nice, guys.
So anyway, in the box there is you pay like $20, and in the box you get it says sometimes there'll be T-shirts. I just got the one this month. It had a cone wrap in it. It was pretty tasty. We all looked at it and tried to figure it out for a while, and finally DK came through with the win. I got a pair of socks with pot leaves on them.
Oh yeah, in our Loot Crate we got a pair of socks as well.
Yeah,
I am Groot. They say I am Groot on the foot, and then about here it's the top of a flower pot, and then the baby Groot's coming out of it up the side.
Man, I love that Groot is popular now.
It's crazy how popular he is.
It is amazing.
That's why I pre-ordered that baby Groot pop.
I just pre-ordered it tonight. Thank you very much for telling me it was there.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get that now.
I know.
That is awesome.
Yeah. What else came in? It was the grinder as well.
Yeah. There was a grinder. I actually just ordered a grinder off Wish, which is another awesome online shopping app. Please get it, and I'm sorry ahead of time. But anyway, I ordered this grinder. Well, the grinder that came in the Canabox is like a revolver cartridge barrel, and it's like silver chromish looking with like golden type like bullet knobby looking things. I gave it to my brother for Christmas, so
That's awesome.
so but it was a really nice grinder, and so that was there, and so you'd go to the head shop and you'd pay $20 for that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this piece you got.
Yeah,
this month.
oh yeah, totally.
The
We got
Sherlock,
we got a Sherlock bowl, nice,
No way
really
you would pay
pretty,
$20 for that.
really pretty yellow glass
about
bowl.
30 right there.
I wish you
Pyrex,
guys could
Pyrex.
see it.
Nice and thick.
Yeah, it's colored yellow. The brand is Pyrex.
Yeah.
I've been corrected. And it changes color too.
That's right.
As you smoke it, it's turning like into a
Speaking of
bluish kinda green right now, as we're probably about to pack it soon.
Yeah. Give me just a minute.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
now wait, are you
there's that.
Are they charging you monthly for this, or are you paying up front for the year?
There's options. You can pay up front for a year for most of them.
The more you pay, the more you save.
Or like 3 months. It's kind of like the Xbox deal, 1 month, 3 months,
Right.
a year, whatever. And it will charge you. You can shut this off, but it doesn't do anything. Like with Ipsy and Canabox, it charges you at a certain day every month, and if the money's not there, it doesn't
Loot Crate
charge you.
does.
If it's there, it'll send you a reminder. You'll put money in there, and it'll recharge you. So it works.
That's pretty cool. I'm definitely have to look into something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Loot
definitely.
Crate shit.
Yeah, monthly subscription boxes. I'm so happy
I
to
already
have
canceled my
discovered them.
We canceled the loot crate.
Canceled the loot. I'm hoping the horror's cool because I want to keep that, and then I want to look
I'm
into
excited
getting
for the horror
the
block.
arcade
Me
block.
too. Yeah, the arcade block. Nerd block has a bunch of different, like not only the junior ones, but they also have arcade block where it's strictly video game stuff.
Now wait, now you
The
said you
first
got
one had a legit like actual Lara Croft figure. It wasn't a pop.
Oh shit!
I
Like
had-
a figure.
Very
Figure-
cool.
a
I would
figure.
love that. You know what? I'm so mad that I didn't pre-order the special edition of Tomb Raider when it came out. But it came
didn't
with
pre?
a beautiful. I didn't pre-Tomb Raider.
I pre all the time.
I know you do. You're doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm
God.
always pre. There's always like a little like
Came with-
swan pool.
I'm
and shit
preying.
in there.
I'm crop
It
dusting.
came
Or
with
bird bath.
the
A
special
reflecting pool.
Yeah,
collector's
reflecting pond. There
edition
you go.
woohoo version of Tomb Raider. Came with a beautiful, I think it was 12-inch statuette of Lara
Yeah.
from the game, and it was gorgeous. And I'm so mad that I didn't just fork out the extra money for it because it would have been so worth it. And I could have been staring at her glorious cartoon-esque shape right now.
Well, actually, the last one, she was pretty reasonably shaped. You know.
Yeah, no, she looked like a normal human. She wasn't
Nibbly?
outrageous.
Reasonably.
And she almost gets raped in the game. There's like that game was just, it was like I was playing the first Tomb Raider for the first time. It just looked better. That's how I felt playing it. It was really good. So yeah, there we go.
Just that little girl in Last of Us almost got raped in that game.
Ellen Page.
Yep.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say that.
Nah.
Why?
It wasn't her in the game. It just somehow looked identical, sounded identical.
Yeah. She just happens to. It's that thing where they put like any likenesses are unintentional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
right.
here's Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks marching to Hitler and fuck all that.
But yeah, at the end of that game, she was close to getting raped. I think they wanted to top off Laura there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's now a rape race.
Who can
You
get
We
this?
need to
Amazing
jam
rape.
more rapes in here. Rape the game with raping.
We're just called the game Rape.
There's
Rape the
a
musical.
there's a Super Nintendo game on an emulator called Rape Games, and I have it, and it is very
Wow.
fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
it a Japanese game?
No.
No?
No.
Because that's
There's
something
like 4
Japanese people
levels.
do.
Yeah.
There's like 4 levels, and you just hit the left and right keys. But they're like different images of like 2 executioners banging a granny.
Why is that a thing?
I don't
Yeah.
know, but it's very funny.
Well, they always put, well, that's like a game dedicated to it, but Japanese games, there's a ton of really, really perverted Japanese games where
What a
you're
bunch of
just
fucked
like
up people,
jiggling bitches' titties in your face. Like they'll
They
dangle
have that
them in
shit
front
on the
of
Weather
you,
Channel.
and you have to.
And
But,
everywhere but here.
No, what
Yeah.
was shit? What was that one?
The X-Files?
No, God of War. God of War. In the first God of War, there was that mini game on the side where you had to like make 2 girls orgasm at the same
No,
time.
no, no, that's all of them.
All of them do it.
All of them.
I'm not on top of it.
All of them, at some point, you bang some chick to get a bunch of health and red orbs.
And it's a mini game. Like,
Yeah.
That's too
That
much.
is the most amazing mini game.
It's so
ever.
great. God of War is an awesome game.
That's
Definitely
one of my
box.
favorite games. Definitely one of my top
Definitely
3.
up there.
That was definitely addicted to all 3 of them. Well, like all 6 when you get the ones on the PlayStation Store. Had them for a bit.
So for fun, I've decided I'm going to create a ridiculous profile on ChristianMingle.com.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you I was gonna do that.
Did you?
Yeah, didn't I say that the other day? When we were watching the Game Show Network.
Oh,
And I was
maybe
like,
you said
damn,
that.
I was like, I'm about to join Christian Mingle.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I thought you meant that legitimately, and I was like, oh, it'd be funny to do it for fun.
Why would I do that legitimately?
You're a lonely man, DK.
I don't know. It's an untapped pool of
Yeah,
virgins.
I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Very
Look at
impressionable
Tonelli
people,
getting
obviously.
That's pretty much kinda by
contemplative over here.
choice.
Why? Listen.
I swear to God, you bring home a bitch from Christian Mingle, I will slap the fuck out of you.
Why? Listen, if I could bring home a bitch from Christian Mingle and she came home with me after having a conversation with me, that's a score in my book.
yeah, because they are depraved.
So
No, that's what I'm saying.
They don't get
so
Those
far.
chicks are so...
I've only got the screen name. I haven't started like going in there and like messing with all the profile attributes.
Hold on,
and
wait.
whatnot.
You do it. Put my picture on it. Let's see what happens.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna write some ridiculous shit
Let's
there though.
do this shit.
All right, you know what your screen name is then?
What?
Jesus High Fives Dreams.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, that is awesome.
I was like, it's got to be like positive to a fault. It's like, and I'm just gonna make.
Fives dreams.
And I was gonna start doing it today while I was at work, and like, cause I had a little bit of downtime, but I was like staring at it, and I was just like, it's so hard to hit that point where it's funny to me, but not noticeably fake. You know, it's like it's just such a fine line. I was just like, fuck, what's the first sentence? The first sentence in about me. What is it about me? And I
Fat
was
guy down. That's your quote.
fat guy down.
Fat guy down.
I was gonna start it off with something like, "All right, let's get it out of the way." Jesus, like, and then just like, go from there. You know?
Jesus comes first in my life.
You come second.
Why are you? Why are you like all of a sudden a Southern Baptist girl on that one?
What? You don't like my
Acamasan.
swaggerlistic stylings?
No, because
Sir.
I'm watching you.
Sir,
I do declare.
I do declare.
Man,
Sounds like
get
that
me my
fucking,
foot back.
what's that,
Where is my
10,001 Mania or 2001
I want to
Mania
go
or
out in
something?
the sun.
I feel like we're in that shit right now. Robert Englund style. I can't believe somebody took the time to make a Blair Witch figure. I'm sorry. I mean, I know I brought that up a million times with you. Never on air, though. But come on. Really? Really?
I mean-
you can make a
Wait,
figure
you
out
have
of
a Blair
me.
Witch you have a Blair Witch figure over there.
Yeah.
It's
Try to
also a
make
Bear
fun of
Witch
it.
figure.
A
It
Bear
is a
Witch
Bear
figure,
Witch.
Bear
whatever.
Witches are the most evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking right.
They're,
No, it was, she came with another figure I ordered, because I was getting these off of eBay when eBay first became a thing.
Right.
And, she came
20
with,
years ago.
Army of Darkness Ash. And I was just like, yeah, I want Ash real bad, and sure, I'll pay $2 to get an extra figure out of it. That was basically the difference in price.
It's not a bad looking figure. It's
Yeah,
You know, it's
considering
one of
Blair
those-
Witch didn't exist and it was just a figment of people's
Right,
imagination.
exactly.
No, it was in the second one.
Oh, see, I didn't even know there was a second one.
Uh-huh.
That's how much I followed that.
see, no. I watched the second one a lot.
The
a
second
few
one
times,
I thought was
actually.
cooler than the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
Remember
Because-
how big of a deal the Blair Witch was?
Blair Witch
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Because it was that handheld camera.
Blair Witch 2 was my introduction to Queens of the Stone Age. That's how I discovered Queens of the Stone Age.
Wait, you
Because
got
of
bored
that
and started
song.
looking at your phone?
No.
And
No, no,
Started jumping wiki pages.
no. This is before I had a smartphone. Please, we're talking high school here. So, no, it was that song, nicotine, Valium, Vicodin, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. It plays while they're in the graveyard doing all the drugs and drinking all the drinks. And, yeah, that song.
that's the
And that's.
I've been
Queens of the
playing
Stone
for
Age song.
4
It's called
years.
Feel Good Hit of the Summer. Listen to it.
Yeah, it is a
Are
good
you-
song.
No, that's why I love Blair Witch too. I hate the first one. I thought it was a piece of trash.
Yeah, they tried too much to be like Cannibal Holocaust, but it just didn't work.
It was nothing like Cannibal
Not the
Holocaust.
story.
There was nothing even
not the
remotely
story.
interesting
Not
that
the
happened in
story.
Blair Witch. I
Why
fell
won't you listen?
asleep-
I said it like 7 times. Not the
I fell
story.
asleep. Oh, shut up! You guys have been cutting me off.
Not
all
the
night.
story.
I
Not the
fell
story.
asleep
Not the
watching
story.
The movie.
Not the story. But like that suspense of like, holy shit, are they really alive or are they dead? Like they tried pulling that shit.
People
It's no
thought
suspense.
no, but people thought the Blair Witch was real at first.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah, just like they thought
Cam-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre was real and shit.
No, no one thought Texas.
Just like they thought.
No, when
No,
they
I'll give
when
him
the
that. He's right. That there was a good.
because Cannibal
Popular
Holocaust
culture section.
actually was a lot of real stuff.
yeah, and they
mixed
got
in with-
banned in a lot of countries.
Yo,
It's
Cannibal
just the animal
Holocaust
cruelty stuff.
made
And
me
they-
feel feels when
No,
they
they
killed that poor
fucking
turtle.
they
Oh.
arrested.
That made me so sad.
What?
I got
They
that.
killed the turtle.
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
It's just fucked up, man.
It is. They killed.
Because
But
him.
no,
They
they
Actually
actually the
killed him,
director
like,
was placed under
that's why
had a
it's one
warrant
of
for him.
those, controversial banned.
He had like
ones.
contracts with all them actors saying that they couldn't do radio, television, magazines, anything in the public eye for a year.
You know what pissed
to
me?
make it seem like they disappeared.
Yeah.
What pisses me off the most about the interview, like being banned and shit, or like like pulling it for a minute, is just like for a second there that was gonna be up there in like the most controversial movies of all time.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like that movie
Yeah.
should not it shouldn't be up there with
Yeah,
Passion
but
of the
even-
Christ, Natural Born Killers,
Yeah,
The
but even now,
Warriors.
that
you know?
movie's gonna make twice what it should have made.
Easily.
Yeah.
Just for dramaticism
Yeah.
alone.
Dramaticism.
You find the Sony hackers are Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Oh my god, how funny would that be? Those bastards are sitting there smoking a bowl like.
That's why they didn't say anything about it on any of their social
Right?
media
Yeah.
pages. That's why
Yeah,
they
they
kept
didn't
quiet.
say shit.
Oh,
That's
They didn't.
great.
Not one word.
I was
said.
actually reading something about how they Rogen and the director Jude Apatow
Yeah. Was it Apatow?
that did
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
That they had a second one going on. Like they had a second one written and it was ready to go, and they wanted $50 million to do it, but Sony only offered 45,
And they didn't take it.
and they didn't take it. So now there's not going to be a Pineapple 2.
Well,
and
no,
like, I was
they
so
kind
happy.
of did the sequel in This Is the End. Did you see
Yeah.
This Is the
They
End?
made a
Yeah.
joke about
Yeah, they
it,
did that jokey sequel. That was funny as shit.
That was actually really funny. I don't know. I like Pineapple. You weren't a big fan, were you, DK?
I kind of liked Pineapple. I just don't like one of the actors that's in it.
Which one?
Which one?
One of them.
Oh, one of them, Danny McBride. Is that who you're talking
No,
about?
he's
All right,
awesome.
that's right.
Everybody
All right.
loves
He's
Danny
fucking
McBride.
awesome. That should have been the fucking start of the movie.
I just downloaded the first season of Eastbound and Down like a month ago and was rewatching that. I need to download the rest.
They could have
of
made
it.
a spin-off on that movie just based on his character.
Kenny Powers.
First time I seen Danny McBride was Tropic Thunder, which was hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
First
Tropic
time
Thunder.
I seen McBride was in
RDJ
Hot Rod.
in Blackface.
That's right, he was in Hot
Yeah.
Rod.
Was too.
Oh, that Who's
Who's gonna
gonna
build your skate ramps now?
Too
Who's gonna do
perfect.
Oh, what was his line? I'm the black guy playing the other guy. Playing.
I'm a guy playing.
Yeah, that movie was hysterical the entire time.
You ever see Eastbound and Down?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was great. Did you watch it all the way through?
I've only seen the original, the first season, and then it got canceled for some reason.
The last season.
Yeah.
My voice is so friggin' loud it doesn't
I
matter.
know. I'm just saying.
You're good right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a force of
They
habit.
yell at me all the time. We're touching feet.
Are we?
Yeah, we were
Oh,
until
you
I
guys
moved
have been
it.
all so cuddly all night. I'm glad you're getting along.
Um,
Well, DK's just
Come on,
happy to have that chair.
I am very comfortable, and I don't know why we didn't bring it over before.
Because we had that one.
Dude, that one sucks compared to this one. This one's like nice and fluffy and shit. I can bounce. Bounce
I'm
with
not
it.
moving
Bounce
back.
with it. You know what I mean?
All
I
right,
almost took
so
out everything when I moved it over.
we're running out of time here, guys. So
I suppose so.
I'm gonna edit some shit. Oh, where's my watch?
Well, let's talk about what we're going to be doing with the show.
All right.
yeah, as I suppose we're just gonna be here to tell you what we think about shit.
For the most part, yeah.
You can
For
send
the
us
nerds, by the
suggestions.
nerds.
You can tweet us at
What?
Wizard Nerdcast
They can?
on Twitter.
We have a Twitter?
We have a
That's
Twitter.
what I said.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have a
we're going
Twitter.
through this.
I
Yes,
know we have a. I
yes.
know we have a Facebook.
We have a Facebook that's also called Wizard Nerdcast. We're keeping it simple here.
I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can get some people to pose a couple of fights for next.
Yeah,
yes.
let's Send
some
us
superhero
your.
fights and some complete bullshit fights.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck it. I want to see complete bullshit fights. Personally.
Let's hear your
I
complete
kind of want
bullshit. Who would
want to
win?
discuss
I know
that
you
very
got
top
more.
one.
Don't worry, we'll get to
That
them all.
top one,
I know, it's exciting.
Send those in
and then the bottom one.
at Wizard Nerdcast on your Twitter page.
Right, and then visit us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. That's what
Like us.
That's what the kids say.
That's
right?
what the kids say. We gotta get them likes.
That's what you said.
But, we're gonna be reviewing some board games, video games, movies. We're just gonna be talking general pop culture on our side of the world.
General nerd culture.
Yeah.
Nerd, geek, whatever the hell you want to call yourself.
Yeah. It's becoming pop culture.
But if
It
you're a
is
dork,
pop
don't
culture.
you fucking listen to us, because we don't like dorks.
Basically,
Swear to
we're
God,
going
we
to
will
be
find
having.
you and beat you up.
Yes.
Basically,
Punch you
we're
in your
going
dork
to be
mouth.
having the conversations that you all have. And you just
And eventually live my lifelong dream of bowling them people at Nerdcast, whatever it's called.
What?
Was it Nerdist that they
You
do
wanna
the bowl?
bowl against the people at
I
Nerdist?
want to bowl against the people in Nerdist.
Dude,
I can't bowl.
I don't want to bowl against Hardwick, man.
I'm bad
I'll
at
play
bowling.
football against Hardwick. Can I
Well,
play
that'll
football
work.
against Hardwick?
Yeah, we can do that.
Just saying, Hardwick. I'm 6 foot tall and 300 easy. So let's do this.
You don't want to see him get 300 hard.
He's a tall, gangly man, Chris Hardwick, though.
He's not that tall.
I thought he was, like, huge.
He's like, yeah, but
I've
he's like
never met
160 pounds, maybe.
Everyone
way.
looks
I've
6 feet
doubled his
taller on
size.
TV.
He might be able
That's
to
right,
run, but
taller.
he's got to slow down eventually.
Tom Cruise.
They're all Colossus.
No way. Because
You
I
hear
would
that,
just,
Chris Hardwick?
I
You
would
had
just
your
talk
motherfucker?
trash to Hardwick. I mean, I like his show.
So do I.
I like all his
Hardwick
shows.
No
I
bullshit.
love all
It's a
of
show.
his stuff.
Yeah.
I love Hardwick.
Amazing
He's the
podcast that man
hardest
runs.
working man
DK
in
just wants to see
showbiz.
the inside of that bowling
I
alley.
want
That's all it is.
He's called
I want to
out,
get deep in
Hardwick.
that lane, you know?
In that lane. Uncomfortably, so.
So,
But all you gotta do is be like, you can't do it at your ball.
yeah, so we're going to review all of your favorites and our favorites.
Mainly
games,
ours, because some of them
movies,
I never heard of.
Video games, maybe some other stuff too.
What do you say? Do you want to get something in line for next week as far as a board game to play?
Yeah, let's. What do we want to
I
play
might
next
play
week,
one
guys?
after we're done this, and we'll review it next week. It's not
Nah,
even,
we should review it right after we play it.
All right,
I think
well,
we
it's
should
not
play it
even
and then
10.
start the episode.
it's not even 10 yet, though. We can still play a game.
I mean, we can still hang out and shit. I don't care. We can play Cards Against Humanity tonight.
Cool.
Well, let's not talk about what we're doing after the show.
Yeah, fuck
on the
it.
show.
Guys, we're gonna have so much more fun than we did on the show.
I'm gonna go home and
So,
swank my Hillary.
After the game, we're gonna play. We're gonna play Last Night on Earth with Tonelli, and see how he likes it. And we'll get his review in, and we'll give that to you guys in your face holes next year.
Next week.
Just
Next
kidding. Next
year.
week.
Well, just say
No,
next
that'd be
week,
next
just
year.
in case I don't post this immediately. We'll see how the editing goes. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, this is the Wizard Nerd Kids.
So goodbye from
Wizard.
DK out.
DK, Marion.
Jane.
Tonelli.
Have a good night, everybody.
Or morning, whenever you're listening to this.
Those of you in chat.
You know, if you're editing that down.